Guys, so today I'm going to take you through a couple of unconventional props. So if you have a home kind of yoga studio that you work with and you have blocks and you have bolsters and you have straps to help with stretching, then you're fine. You don't even need this video. But if you're in home and because of everything that's going on, you didn't get yoga blocks, you don't have a yoga strap, you don't have a bolster, there are so many other ways and you don't even need to have them. I have yoga blocks here and I have a yoga strap, but I oftentimes don't use it because I have it packed away. And so I can end up using just stuff that's easy and ready to grab. The key with trying to stay consistent with any kind of practice is that you make it accessible. So if you feel like you have to go out and you have to purchase all of these things to get started, it's gonna be way harder for you to get started. So I have a couple of ways that you can alter your practice by using different things that you definitely will have around your house. So first thing is, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a tie. You know, if any kind of tie, it's not gonna matter. All it is just extending your reach. Or a belt, right? Any belt will work. Probably if it's a little bit more flexible, the better. Some of those belts are a little stiff and it might be hard to use, but still, honestly, it'll work. The other thing you can use is a hand towel. With my very cool cat, you can use any hand towel and it'll do the same. Now, the only bad thing about a hand towel is it's obviously gonna be a lot shorter than your tie or belt, so I would choose one of those over it. And I'll show you how you can use it. So, if you're doing a reclined hamstring stretch, I'll use all three so you can see it. You would come back on your back, send the one leg, let's go ahead and grab over here, and you can use it just like this, okay? So this is if you can't comfortably reach up and come down onto your back. This will be how you can extend it. Even if you can't, I find myself using my strap even when I can do that because I can get more out of the stretch. Again, tie here. And if you're gonna go to the side, you can wrap it around. You can wrap it around your foot if you want, especially with the tie because it's more flexible. So if you're worried about it slipping, you can wrap it just like that, open up to the side, okay? That's one, or that's two. I can't count. All right, you can then take the towel. Same thing, right? So 3 different ways that you can do it where you don't need to buy anything fancy. You don't need to get a fancy yoga strap in order to do the things that people do with yoga straps. So always be aware of that. Now, if you don't have something like a bolster, and a bolster is more for like the relaxing poses, simple blankets stacked or pillows, either one, throw pillows from your bed, comforters, old comforters that you have rolled up, anything will work. So let's say you're gonna do a chest opening pose and you don't have either the yoga blocks or a bolster to help open up. You can just simply put in this one, I'm gonna actually just use one and I'm gonna roll it. You could roll this in half so it's a little bit more like the length or the width, of a block. You could roll it, get it right along your spine, and open up that back like so. You can, of course, stack these and put these underneath your back or your legs. And in my video where I show you different poses to do for meditation or guided meditation, this is one of them. But of course, you can put it underneath your knees and hold it here. You can put it in between your legs, your knees, if you're turned to your side as well. So that is a different thing that you can use if you don't have a bolster and you need a little bit of help. This is also great, actually, it just came to mind, if you're doing a pose where you are twisting. So from here on my back, arms would be out like a T or a cactus. And let's say I want to twist them to the side. Now I can keep my knees stacked and my shoulder blades on the ground. I want both shoulder blades on the ground. But if I have hover knees, so if I can only go to about here and I can't get any lower, grab that pillow, grab those blankets. And the nice thing is with blankets or a pillow, you can remove one as you need it and it can give you that supports your legs aren't just hanging in the air. Highly recommend that you use this if your knees can't comfortably touch the ground. All right, so that's another example of how you can use your blanket. The blankets are definitely a little more comfortable than the pillow, I will say. Now, you're not gonna play board games during yoga, but they are super helpful. And so you of course can use books or board games, anything that's super sturdy. The board games are just readily available, so I grab them. And they're also kind of nice. Books and board games are really nice, almost instead of a block, because you have a really wide surface area that you can touch. So let's say you're gonna do a pose like triangle pose. So this is my 2 blocks, right? My apples to apples. So I get into triangle pose, and let's say instead of me going all the way down and looking up, I'm not quite there yet, right? And I need a little bit of help. So I can bring my foot right up next to the stack of board games, or right up next to the stack of books, and I can put my hand on here, open up, right? I can then remove one as I get comfortable, and I can go a little bit further, okay? So these are things that you can use in any practice when you would normally need a block. And so I know they're not the most beautiful, so you could cover them up with a towel and or a blanket, like one of these. I could just cover them up so you don't even notice. Or again, just a stack of sturdy books, and that will help. You can also use books to add weight to any pose. So if you wanted to make it more challenging or an ab movement, you can use a book for that. So there's lots of options for you. Don't get discouraged if you don't have, the full yoga studio set up. You don't need it. There's so many other options. So hopefully this has been a little bit helpful for you and will help you feel more confident when you go into a yoga class in your home and you already have all the tools that you need. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.